Hi everybody. I thought I'd do another video for you just to explain a little bit more about the twisters at the moment for the Mini and the DT, because there was quite a few questions. So today isn't so much about suction because there's plenty of suction videos about. It's about explaining it. So this is your twister Mini. Okay, so this is your filter and drawer. We'll just pull that out a minute just so I can show you. There's 2 fans in here, where the DT has 4 fans, so therefore it's double the power. The way this works is you push the drawer in. So when you close the drawer, give it a few seconds and it switches off. Pull it back out and that's it, done. When you receive your twister Mini, you will get the drawer with the filter in, and this plastic bit here and the handle will come separate. So just make sure you put the plastic bit between the handle and the drawer when you screw it in. Obviously you take the filter out and just screw it in there. It's quite easy, quite simple to do. And then this plastic bit, you can adjust it so the drawer can close properly. So much about that. The Mini comes with a European plug, so you will need an adapter plug, okay? Please don't cut the plug because you will lose your warranty if you do so. Just get a good Euro to UK adapter plug, not a razor one. That's something you need to look out for. A razor one will not work because it's not strong enough, but any other good travel adapter will do the job, okay? To the vents. So there's one there and there's one, let me just turn it. Where is it there? Back on this side, okay? The vents need to be free. They cannot be covered up by anything. So if you do build this in, we'll come to how to do that in a minute. If you do build it in, you need to make sure you've got enough room either side of these vents. So if you have drawers under your table, you need to make sure there's plenty of space for the air to escape. Otherwise the air will bounce off your drawers or anything else obstructing it and go back into the fan, and it will break the little fans inside, okay? So that's really important. Now, a lot of people get a bit confused about, oh, they're 2 different machines. They're not. They're both the Twister Mini. This is how it comes. And then you have different griddles. This griddle is for it to be built in. And this one is for it to go tabletop. So it covers the whole machine, okay? Now to build it in, you can probably see the little holes here either side. There is more underneath, but the felt's covering it. So when you want to build it in, all you do is you screw this. You don't cut this whole thing out. You screw this underneath your table, okay? You've got to obviously do your measurements to make sure it's, you know, in the right place for you to work at. And then this griddle, this is what gets cut out into your table, yeah? And this wants to be middle of your filter. So basically you cut out a square into your table and then you leave just a little ledge so this can sit on that ledge. So it's, so it's flush to the table, yeah? I hope that makes sense and answers a lot of questions people have had about building in. So you don't cut out this whole thing size, you cut out just the little griddle part, okay? I'm just waiting for my phone to, there we go, to focus. So that about the building in part. The plug, as you could see, is there. The cable is really, really long. We do advise not to use extension leads if you can help it, because anything you add can cause problems, can't it? We know this. But the lead is plenty long for it not to. Now to the tabletop one, so to make it mobile or just tabletop. A lot of people say, oh, we only got 2 of these clips, yeah? Or 3 come in a pack usually. You don't need 4. I know there is 4 holes, but to actually make it level, it's best to just use 2 and put them diagonal to each other. So I'm just going to clip this in now. There we go, done. These are the newer clips, which are much better than the older ones. And yeah, and that's pretty much it to the Mini. The Mini is designed for 2-3 clients a day, roughly. Of course, it's a bit like an e-file. The more power you have, the longevity lasting of it is much, much better. So if you're having more than 3 clients, I would personally always say, if you want a tabletop one, go for the DT. Noise level, of course, there is a noise level. Have you ever had a quiet Hoover? No, me neither. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist. I think you can still talk over it, and in the end of the day, isn't on that long. So I'm going to move the Mini over and put in the DT as well now, so you can see the DT, just so it's all explained for you. So just move this right over, and I will put them on for you in a minute, both of them, one after the other as well, so you can hear the noise level. So here we go. This is the DT. The DT actually stands for desktop, yeah? There, hold on, let me just move this for you so we can kind of get it all in. I am full of the cold. I'm not happy bunny today, but there you go. I have to live with it. Now, this is the older style DT, yeah? The DT is one of the only ones what come with a UK adapter. Unfortunately, I haven't managed to find any for the other ones yet. So you wouldn't need a separate adapter for this one, yeah? On the newer DT, these ledges are gone. So it's going to work exactly the same as the Mini. The top griddle gets clipped in rather than having the ledges, which I think makes it look nicer, neater. It looks pretty. It's still got all the lights on it and everything else, yeah? So I'm just going to open this because obviously I've used this for a couple of clients. You can just see the amount of dust in there already. Yeah, this is after like not even one client because I only used it to test it. So again, this part doesn't get slid in anymore like this on the new one. It gets clipped on like the Mini, okay? This one has an on and off switch where obviously the Mini worked with the drawer closing and opening. It also has the vents there either side, 2 of them either side on this one, because obviously it's got 4 filters. Again, the vents need to be free. This is not to be built in, okay? This is a desktop version only. It causes too many problems if you build it in, and it's not meant for that, and you will lose your warranty, unfortunately, if you do build it in. I know people have tried in the past, and maybe for some it works, but it's just not worth it. Yeah, if you want one built in, then either go for the Mini to build in or the higher models, just to be on the safe side, okay? Yeah, so here's your on switch for the DT, sorry. There you go, mine's been all made pretty with some bling and all the rest of it. Again, nice long cable with it. You do get what we call the base units. You've probably seen that on pictures, which just go on by a magnet on the DT and the Mini. And it's like a little wrist rest for yourself, which is pretty good. So you can just rest your arms on it whilst you're filing, because obviously they do have a little bit of height on them. They both work very well. They're powerful. Obviously, the more clients you do, you know, you may want to go up in to the next one. There is a Twister Oops, which is the newest model coming out probably around about the end of March, which I have got one here, and once I've got it built into my table, I will do a video for it. So let me just switch them on for you so you can hear. So this is the DT, ready? With your pretty lights. So as you can see, I'm sure you can still hear me talking. So, you know, it's okay. It's not too bad. Turn that off, and now I'm just going to put on the Mini. I'm not going to put it back in the picture, but you can hear it anyway. Obviously my phone is also right above these two. The Mini is probably slightly quieter because it only has the two fans in it. There we go. Now we do have something quite nice and new, which I am going to show you. I'm just going to pause this for a second and go and get it so I can demonstrate it to you. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So this is what we call the twister control. It looks really quite funky, weird looking machinery, but actually it's really good because with this you can regulate your suction level on your twisters. Not much worth it on the Mini, but from the DT upwards it's really good. Now some extractor fans, like my old one, which isn't from First Lady, has it built into my machine, but it causes problems because if it breaks for whatever reason, like mine keeps turning now, you have to send the whole machine in, where this, you just attach it to your Mini. So how that works is, not to your Mini, sorry, to your DT. See, it's all these drugs I'm taking. So we have these two things. It's not as complicated as it looks, because I looked at it and I thought, oh wow, so many wires. So your plug for your DT goes in this bit instead of going into machine, and then this bit on your control goes into your DT. Okay, you get little hooks with it so you can hook it onto your table so you don't have all this cable mess. I'm just going to plug this into my DT. Give me 1 second. There we go. And this here, you get obviously a little black plastic bit to put on top of this after you have to put it all together. That's not a problem. Ignore my little cut there. So now with this, you turn it. Right, so that's on. That's only on low. So again, if you only need it on low, see it's much quieter. Let me turn it up. More volume, more suction power. Yeah? And then turning it back down. And almost off. Yeah? So it's pretty cool. It looks a little bit strange, but you can, this part here, you can just, you know, nail it underneath your table. You get a little hook for this bit where you can hook it on to the front of your table so you can obviously easy reach it. All the little pieces are here with little sticky things. It's all there. So that might be a good thing to regulate the suction and the noise level on your DT. Something worth thinking about anyway. They're not awfully pricey. And like I said, if something does break, it's easier to replace than having it built into your machine. And this is one of the things First Lady's really looked at when she developed all these things, you know, obviously the problems, because in Germany these fans have been out quite a while. Not First Lady, but different companies. And obviously she's seen some of the problems there can be and worked on it to make it work better. And that's why I really like this company. She looks at what is important and, you know, all the things. She's customers. She listens to the customers, which is really good. So I hope that's helped. You know what the base units look like, don't you? The little clip-on side bits, and they hold on by a magnet. I've talked enough now because my throat's going all scratchy. We also have got new armrests coming, different sizes and also different colours. I will update all that soon in the group. You get a midi and a mini. The mini is too cute, really too cute. But I will put a little video up of them where it just shows what they look like, and you can see it from there. So I hope this has really helped and it's covered everything. Suction, like I said, you know the suction, you've seen that in different videos. I just needed to clear up a few things people had regular questions about. So I hope that's helped you, and I'll see you soon when I do the review for the Twister Oops, which I'm really looking forward to. Can't wait to get that built to my table. Unfortunately, I have to wait till I can find someone who can cut a hole into the table for me, because the hubby is, yeah, he's all right, but you know what I mean. Okay, my lovelies, I shall speak to you soon. Take care. Any questions, please just message me. Yeah, join the group, the UK Twister group, and message me any questions you may have. Take care now. Bye bye.